Some of the most well-known and prosperous persons have been formed by hardship in their lives. One of them is John Paul DeJoria. The inspiring journey from poverty to fortune of John Paul DeJoria is the epitome of the American dream. He overcame numerous obstacles to succeed, but he didn't stop there. He also spread his good fortune to others. The co-founder of the hair company, John Paul Mitchell Systems, and Patron Spirits Company is where the self-made wealthy entrepreneur is best known. Did you know that DeJoria was a homeless person before becoming wealthy? He even joined a street gang during his teenage years, but as fate would have it, DeJoria's bold project, John Paul Mitchell Systems, currently serves 87 countries and lavishes him with wealth. His business supported Nelson Mandela in 2008 by assisting Food for Africa in providing food for more than 17,000 youngsters. His life story has been truly filled with a variety of adventures. We'll talk about the 4 key principles in this video that helped John Paul DeJoria become wealthy. Don't forget to watch all the way through, or you'll miss how John Paul DeJoria made an astounding $900 million from selling shampoo in just 1 year. John Paul DeJoria was born in 1944, and both of his parents divorced when he was just 2 years old. He was forced to live with his mother, and the two of them battled for ways to make ends meet. To make ends meet, he and his brother sold Christmas cards and newspapers when they were 9 years old. Their mother, however, was unable to care for them, and they were placed in a foster home. DeJoria had a tremendous respect for life and all it has to offer as a result of his difficult beginnings. He afterwards served in the United States Army for 2 years. He couldn't afford college when he returned, so he worked at numerous jobs to make ends meet. At times, when there was no food on the table, he resorted to selling Christmas cards in order to make payments. He took to selling encyclopedias to make a living because he didn't have enough money for education. He also worked as a door-to-door shampoo salesperson and an insurance salesperson. DeJoria personified self-reliance, realizing that relying on others for a free meal would lead to boredom and stagnation rather than tremendous accomplishment. Go out there and do something. Get involved. DeJoria said in an interview, in 1971, he began his career by studying hair care products while working at Redken Laboratories. However, in 1975, he was fired due to a dispute over commercial strategy. Undeterred, he joined Model Hair Care, where he provided training to management and the sales team. Despite the rising sales statistics, he was fired for the second time. He then obtained work at the Institute of Trichology, only to be let go because of financial constraints. Throughout these difficulties, DeJoria's optimism and will to achieve did not falter. These difficulties did not affect his spirit or discourage him from his goal of accomplishment. In 1980, he decided to establish a business with his buddy, hairstylist Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell Systems was launched with a $700 loan. Their objective was to develop items that would help hairstylists save time while styling clients' hair. Their first offerings were a one-time use shampoo and a leave-in conditioner. During that time, his wife left with all of their money, forcing DeJoria to sleep in his car. He was able to feed himself and his son via dropshipping. It was a difficult time for him, but he never gave up on his aspirations. He went to numerous salons and demonstrated their hair care products, determined to succeed. DeJoria continued until someone purchased their shampoo and conditioner. After numerous setbacks, their fortunes changed, and John Paul Mitchell's strategies achieved popularity through word of mouth. After a difficult first 2 years, their first distributor noticed the buzz and finally cleared the company's obligations. In the 3rd year, the firm produced a spectacular $1 million profit, signaling a crucial turning point. DeJoria entered the tequila business in 1989. It all began when he casually requested his friend Martin Crowley to bring him some tequila from Mexico on Crowley's business trip. Crowley, to their amazement, discovered a wonderfully hand-blown bottle and offered to John Paul DeJoria the idea of creating their own tequila firm. DeJoria decided to create the first 12,000 bottles of Patron at a cost of $37 each. The tequila brand quickly became popular, and it became profitable after a few months of producing the original 12,000 bottles. Despite the loss of competitor tequila brands such as Jose Cuervo, Patron's growth has been consistent. Patron sold around 2.4 million bottles of their famed tequila in 2011. Patron's tequila has grown in popularity and luxury in the United States, and it's a terrific model for entrepreneurs. They announced in 2018 that they will sell to Bacardi for a whopping $5.1 billion. To put it in perspective, it was more than the combined worth of the Dallas Cowboys, Houston Texans, and Houston Rockets at the time. That is incredible. John Paul DeJoria is also the owner of John Paul Pet and jeweler DeJoria Diamonds. DeJoria took over as CEO when Paul Mitchell died in 1989. JPM's now offers more than 100 items in salons in 87 countries. DeJoria also founded the Paul Mitchell Schools, which now have 100 sites across the United States. JPM's was among the first firms to publicly condemn animal cruelty experiments. DeJoria, in addition to being an entrepreneur, is also active in the film business. He has appeared in a number of films, including You Don't Mess with the Zohan and The Big T's. Patron received a free 1-minute commercial placement in Clint Eastwood's 1993 film, In the Line of Fire. In 2008, DeJoria traveled to sub-Saharan Africa alongside Nelson Mandela to help feed over 17,000 orphan children through Food for Africa. Then, in 2013, he rose to prominence as an investor on the hit show Shark Tank. John Paul DeJoria is a true hero, and his tale is inspiring. Now let's go inside DeJoria's mind and discover about his 4 success rules. Rule number 1. Get familiar with rejection. DeJoria's ability to manage rejection was one of his most valuable assets early in his career. He realized that in life, you will encounter many rejections, just as he did as a door-to-door encyclopedia salesperson. He learned to anticipate unfavorable reactions and use them to his advantage. He had to deal with closed doors as part of his journey. Some people will dislike your goods, your business, or even you. To succeed, though, you must keep your confidence and excitement regardless of how many doors close on you. Be as confident and excited about door number 59 as you were about door number 1, he said. Rule number 2. Strive for excellence in your products and services. DeJoria emphasized the necessity of developing high-quality products and services that consumers actually want. When you make an effort to create high-quality goods, you boost your chances of retaining clients over time. Treat them as partners with whom you might create long-term connections rather than as one-time buyers. He rightly pointed out that the aim is not only to sell things once, but to build a repeat company where clients return for more. To achieve long-term success, constantly strive for quality in what you give. Rule number 3. Doing good benefits you and your business. Customers are drawn to firms that have a beneficial influence on the community by motivating others, contributing to the environment, and making a difference. To prosper, a company must be dedicated to promoting the success of others. Focusing just on today's profits, according to DeJoria, will not sustain a firm in the long run. By actively assisting others, you not only win loyal customers but also inspire staff loyalty. Doing good not only makes a positive influence in the world, but it also lays the groundwork for a healthy and profitable business in the future. Rule number 4. Hard work still pays off as it always has. DeJoria agrees that millennials confront a variety of obstacles, which can contribute to sentiments of enmity and trouble making decisions. He does, however, have a vital message for them. Regardless of the challenges, hard effort is the key to success. He tells millennials to take initiative and put up effort rather than waiting for others to fix their problems. He believes that America provides chances, but that in order to take use of them, one must take action and achieve something worthwhile. John Paul DeJoria's life exemplifies the power of devotion and hard work. He never gave up, even when faced with rejection, and this finally contributed to his immense success. So keep in mind that hard effort has always been and continues to be an important part in accomplishing your goals. Add John Paul DeJoria interview in this sentence. According to John Paul DeJoria, the key to having a millionaire mindset is not focused on getting, but on giving. In other words, he believes that being generous and helping others is a fundamental aspect of achieving success and abundance. I would say the mindset, I could give you my case, was how to keep what I have and what I give away. I'm part of the Giving Pledge. All of my companies give. We give personally, and I have a foundation. GP's Peace, Love, and Happiness Foundation. We put money not to give away, but invest money not ever wanting in return. I'm a firm believer that on this planet we come with absolutely nothing. And whatever we get, we're blessed with. It's like paying a little bit for our time on earth. Said by John Paul DeJoria. So, which rule do you like the most? Please let us know in the comments section below. If you learned anything new, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to be among the first to see our new videos. Thank you for your time. We hope to see you again